One thing that I find critical to improving my animation is seeking out and receiving constructive feedback. Now, unless you're only creating for your own personal satisfaction, the whole point of telling a story, animating in this case, is to entertain someone else. So when it comes down to it, it really doesn't matter how much you like what you've created. If it's not entertaining and it's not appealing to your audience, it simply doesn't work. So when I'm looking for criticism on something I've done, I try to get a couple of different perspectives. First, I like getting feedback from other animators because we know what's possible. We know where things can be pushed. We know where things can be simplified, etc., in order to make the shot better. Second, when possible, I try to get feedback from someone who isn't an animator. I think this can be super beneficial as it cuts out all that technical jargon that we can sometimes get all wrapped up in. And it gets you a reaction that's organic and natural. Oftentimes you'll get something you never even considered because you were so focused on your shot you couldn't see the forest through the trees. Sometimes feedback takes you by surprise and causes you to really reflect on what you're doing and what you're trying to accomplish. So sometimes you have to cut out something you love for the sake of the animation. And this is a lesson I learned a long time ago, but it still hurts when I have to apply it. So why am I going on about this? Well, what I'm really talking about is the two-handed heavy attack animation that we worked on last week. After getting some feedback, I've been convinced that this doesn't work for this kind of animation, i.e. a heavy attack. So if I stop this, the primary offender is the super long anticipation as he swings the axe around himself. That anticipation is really 26 frames. I mean, that's almost a full second. So even though this isn't the light attack and it should be a little longer anticipation than the light attack, a full second is far, far, far too much. And the thing that kills me, I love this pose. I love how I have him, kicking his center of mass back as he swings that axe around. Unfortunately, it's not working, so I have to cut this axe drag, and I have to get him into position to swing this axe faster. Now, in the light attack animation, I had a 7-frame anticipation. So I think what I'm going to do is try to get this down to, say, 14, maybe even lower than that. Now, the good news is that the actual swing and the recovery are pretty decent as it is. I mean, it needs some refinement, but it's working. So I'm good to go there. If I'm going to sum this all up, I'm going to say, get feedback on your shots. It's critical, really, to improving your art. Develop a thick skin. Don't take things personally, because when you're asking for feedback, you're asking for someone to take the time to give an opinion. You're asking for someone to take the time to help you get better. And you will get better. Thanks for watching.